Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's time for the Spankatron 5000 show with your host, Kelsey Todd.
Oh yeah. Well, and it's funny because the times we've done it before, it's been dark, and I'm like, that'll be funny if she comes over, and I'm like, come on out to the garage.
Yeah, that sounds really scary. Oh, nice Sennheiser headphones you got here.
Thank you.
I work in headphones.
Oh, do you?
Oh.
So I have a fine appreciation.
Don't look at the mic brand on that mic.
I don't work in microphones.
Just headphones?
So I would never know.
Nice. All right.
She fell for it.
That's so terrible.
Yeah.
So you do this every week?
I try to do it every week.
Okay.
But sometimes it's hard getting it booked or I'm too busy, so.
So this isn't your full-time job?
Do what I wish.
Me and him work together.
Podcaster. Oh, what do you guys do?
Graphic designers.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Graphic design buddies.
Woo. Make things pretty.
Very cool.
And talk trash inappropriately at work.
And improvise.
It's really
So, but if you're an improviser, why were you in Improv 100?
No, I'm not. He got me to come on.
He is. I heard it. I listened to the one with you in it.
Yeah.
That's the only one I listened to. I was like, oh my god, this is crazy. It was all about bagels, and I was very confused.
Totally.
Oh my god.
Okay,
right.
anything I should know?
Just have
So,
fun.
this microphone, you kind of need to sit
Oh, okay.
where it's right in your face.
Okay.
And then
Move it?
you can totally move it, yeah.
Okay.
And then these are your headphones. And you are yellow, so you're channel 2 on the headphone monitor. So if it's too loud in your ears, you can adjust this knobby right here.
Remember you having this?
It's new, bro. Chris, you are
Hello.
you're channel 3, so you're gonna if it's too loud or too low for you, you adjust that knobby.
Okay.
So
I'd just be hearing it in my left ear.
yeah, because these headphones only do mono.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay.
Can you?
Yeah, it's only in my left ear.
Yeah.
Okay.
So how do you? Okay, so say something.
Hi, my name's Monique.
Perfect.
I work in headphones.
Do you work in Amazon though, right?
I do.
What do you do in headphones there?
Am I being recorded?
You're always recorded here.
Oh, okay. All right. I am a marketing manager for headphones and home audio.
Oh snap! That's awesome.
Yeah. All of my colleagues, I'm sure, are listening right now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I wish it was live. I actually want to start broadcasting live, like the Facebook Live thing.
Oh, that's right. No, I mean, whenever.
When it comes out,
Yeah.
will you let them?
Well,
will you share
when
it?
they hear that, they will be listening to it.
Cool.
Oh, no, I'm
Awesome.
Just kidding. Yeah, I will. I mean, the title of the podcast, I feel like I would worry about sharing that with my mother, but I already told her.
You did?
Yeah, I did.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
when
she's
I share
here right now in an Uber.
Serious?
What?
Yeah, I was like, "Fuck you, mom.
That's awesome.
I have to go."
She-
to
oh,
the
she-
podcast."
Oh, that's the one you're gonna pick up at the airport? Oh my god.
LOL.
She's like, I gotta pick up my mom at the airport. I'm like, oh, well, when can you make? She's like, screw it, I'm coming. I was like, you didn't have to pick up your mom. You're bullshit.
That's fantastic.
No, she just, Ubered herself.
It's cool they can go to the airport now. Because I used to drive for Lyft, and that was like a secret destination. I could drop off there, but picking someone up.
We'd have our Lyft guy, or we'd call Uber and he'd pull up with the Lyft thing and then swap it out as we left.
Oh, nice.
Or to drop us off, I mean.
That's cool.
Whatever the difference was. No, that was in Vegas, actually.
Hey, put the mic kind
Why
of
not?
right in front of your face.
Why not coming through?
No, you're good. Just try to kind of get it more right in your mouth hole.
Oh, man. If I had a dime for every time someone said that.
Oh, gross.
74 cents. Wait.
Wait, so what's the origin of 74 cents? That's all.
Yeah, totally.
God, who's the 4 cents?
Yeah, it's weird because it's in
Some
denominations
bum.
of 10 cents.
It's
Yeah.
halfway.
Halfway. It was a person.
They made me an offer I couldn't refuse.
Or it was half a person.
Oh.
Not a little person, but maybe someone with a really bad war injury.
I love the vets.
Me too.
Why is the title of this podcast the title that it is?
The title of this podcast is the Spankatron 5000 show. It was totally random. Like, so I was in an improv group when I got out of the same class that you guys are taking at UP.
Oh, yeah?
I went through like 100 through 500 with like kind of the same group of people. And one of our teachers was like, you guys should just form an improv group. Just form it and practice. Yeah. And so we formed an improv group with like 14 people.
Jesus.
Which was nuts. But we met up like once a week. And like over time, over the next year, people like left. People moved to like New York City and all these like Yankee states.
Did they become like real improvisers when they did?
No.
Did they go to improvise?
No, I wish. But a couple of my friends have moved to Chicago and are going to like Improv Olympics in Second City for like training, which is baller.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, but we had this like Google thread, like email thread about what should we name our group for like 5 months, and no one could commit to anything. And we had a show coming up, and one of the people was like, all right, the first thing that someone emails me is the name of the group. So I'm like, Spankatron 5000, and everyone's like, God damn it. But that was the name. It was like Spankatron 5000 presents, improv hour at the Eclectic Theater on Capitol Hill. But obviously, like after that, they changed it to the Improvinati, which was more clever, So we had like this really weird gothic, like
I saw
symbol.
that. Did you design that?
I did.
Nice.
Heavily cheated, though. I pretty much found something close to what it was on Google and then just added a little bit to it. I added a crow on top for crow,
Ingenious.
Smart.
No, thank you. And then I tried to translate yes and into Latin, but it wasn't long enough, so I had to be like, I said this, so you say this, which just makes no sense as a translation, but it was kind of clever.
Yeah.
So anyway, when Spankatron 5000 ended in our glory, I decided to name the podcast that, and it's just stuck ever since.
Oh, interesting. I don't know if I ever knew that.
You do now.
And so does the world.
So does the world.
Or the 100 people that listen.
Right. I get 100 downloads a month, though, which is nuts.
That's great.
I want to get sponsored someday by Audible.
Someday.
Should be nuts.
I should talk to my friends at Amazon.
You should. I need to get like 10,000 downloads, I think, to even be considered for something like that.
Jesus.
Plus, I'm marked as explicit, so I don't know if a lot of sponsors will
Risque.
jump
Just
on the
got
board.
explicit sponsors.
Hey, there you go.
Sure.
Who is one? Who would be an explicit sponsor, do you guys think?
Oh my god.
Like a sex toy place.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, like that Little Darlings down in South Lake Union.
Little Darlings?
Yeah, they give you like a free discount, or not a free discount. That doesn't mean
Hey-o.
discount
Hey-o.
if you're an Amazon employee.
Oh my God, really?
Man, all them Amazon perks.
Yeah, I know, right? Oh my god.
So they tell you about that when they're hiring you. They're like, all right, and here's your little darlings.
You get 401k, sex toy discount, and airplane rides on the weekend.
Look in your desk drawer. We already have got you started on the little darlings train.
Little Darling sounds way too much like American Girl store.
Yeah,
That's weird.
it's kind of creepy.
It's there.
It's there.
It's a good opportunity for you, I think.
All right. Well, since we already started recording, and I'm just going to go through and introduce everyone that's here today, everyone being 2 people. Monique, let me know if I get your name correct.
Yeah.
On my left, Monique Smith.
That's right.
That's right. Works at Amazon, a Seattle person, a female. Not that matters. I'm just pointing out who she is. It got weird. Mom got into town, and instead of picking her mom up from the airport, she had her mom take an Uber, and so she's here on this
Yay.
podcast tonight. So thank you for being here.
I show a deep level of commitment.
That's awesome. You took improv class with Chris Kent, who's also here. You guys took level 1 hundo at Unexpected Productions.
Benji.
Benji?
Benjamin.
Oh, Benjamin. Wait,
But he
what?
sneaked in. He didn't belong there. You're
No.
200,
No.
for sure.
Chris was telling me that he was always up, like, initiating scenes and doing crazy shit on stage. Is that truth?
Yes. No. Yeah. He was a giraffe once.
Really?
Yeah.
What did you have to be when you said your
No,
name?
were you a giraffe? Or you
I had
someone
an
who
obsession with
loved
wanting to be a
giraffes?
giraffe. Yeah.
What was the thing where you had to say, Kelsey? I'm like, I was Kelsey from the Klondike, and so I did this, like, skiing movement. Trying to, so it was like
your
an exercise to get everyone's
personal
name
little
down.
thing.
Exactly.
I was
yeah.
the squawking flamingo.
The squawking flamingo. Were you Chris the squawking
Yeah.
flamingo?
Yeah.
Monique, what were you?
I was a marshmallow.
Nice. That's good. What was
It
your?
was a bad day. I was feeling bloated.
I can understand that.
Right?
Yeah.
I just wanted to go with how I was really feeling.
No, that's perfect.
Yeah. Then it stuck with me.
Do you get? I used to date a girl named Monique.
Oh, did you?
Totally.
Wow.
But people.
There's not many of
There
us.
aren't many, and there aren't many. Are there? Okay.
Oh dear.
Going out there.
Oh man.
She either got like from like black people be like, your name's Monique, or it was like never like a French woman being like, oh, your name is Monique, but it was always like, girl. And my family.
You ain't no Monique.
Exactly. She's like, her fucking name's Monique. Do you get that or not at all?
Yeah. My middle name is Danae.
Wow.
Seriously?
So, yeah.
That's awesome.
So
Monique Danae Smith.
Yeah. Sometimes that happens.
That's interesting. My name's Kelsey, and so I get called Casey, Chelsea, Kiki,
Or isn't that a girl's name? I didn't know that was a guy's name.
and sometimes now even I'll be like, they're like, who? I'm like, Kelsey, like Kelsey Grammer. And like the new generation, like 21s, are like, who? And I'm like, fuck you. Beast from X-Men, they're like, oh, that guy.
Oh, I didn't even think. Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Or Frasier. I guess I could say Frasier.
Frasier, yeah.
Yeah.
But then no one would know that.
No, still, that's way too long. There needs to be another famous Kelsey.
I'm sure there is.
Dude. When I lived in
Or not.
When I lived in California, I met right. Yeah.
Yep. Step it up,
me.
buddy.
Yeah.
When I lived in California, I met this dude. He was a bagger at Safeway. He was like this 8-foot tall black dude, friendliest motherfucker on the planet. His name was Kelsey, but it was Kelc. I was like, bro, that's
hello.
Much better.
that's so cool. But that's like kind of naming your boy Sue to make sure they're like tough. Because I'm not gonna lie, like I was like bullied like a motherfucker growing up, but I started like fight back when I was in like 6th grade, so people stopped fucking with me
Because of your name?
because of my name.
That's it?
That's it.
They find everything. I mean,
It's true.
yeah.
Kind of think like bullying's a culling process though, like
A what process?
culling process.
What is that?
Like only the powerful survive.
Yeah, the rest kill
The everyone's
themselves.
dead.
Totally.
Oh, Jesus.
That's horrible. No, I don't believe that. But it did make me into the person I am today. Were you guys bullied?
Oh yeah, of course. I was like 90 pounds.
Were
I
you?
might have been like 120 pounds, 130 pounds when I graduated high school, something like that.
So you got bullied for
Scrawny, being
what?
scrawny.
Oh my god. See, that's so sad. Like, and then the fat people get bullied for being fat. It's
Mhm.
like impossible. You can't win.
I know, it's true. Did you play any sports? Did you do wrestling? I feel like I've seen
Oh
a
my
picture of you
God.
in a leotard.
Whenever I was in my little podunk school, we only had 5 guys in my whole class, so I had to play
Girls
every
did that.
sport. None, 5 guys. That was it.
Wait, you had 5?
We had 100.
Did you guys start a-
50 kids K through 12?
Oh.
Did you guys start a burger joint?
A burger joint?
Ha ha ha! 5 Guys burgers.
Oh,
Have you ever
wow.
heard of that?
Oh yeah.
Okay, sorry.
But that's.
I thought that was quick, but
quick.
That was stupid.
I'm just slow. You're
Cool.
quick. All right. But yeah, I'd have to play, and I might have told you this story at work before, but I had to play every sport, and you had to play offense and defense in every sport. So football came around, and they pretty much didn't have pads small enough for me. So it's like, like comic shit. So I would just get plowed over pretty much every single play, right? And we had this one game with White Oak, the one town in our whole area that had black kids in the school.
White Oak or Wide Oak?
White Oak.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's ironic they're the only school that had black kids.
What was their slow? Were they like the White Oak Panthers or something? What were they?
that? I can't.
The White Oak
remember.
Squirrels.
That
That would've been cool.
I think it was like pirates or some shit.
Cool.
I have
That's
no
even
idea.
cooler.
That I just pulled that out of my ass. And so they had like the state champion running back guy, badass like LeBron type guy. And we kick off to them, right? And it's in my town, Big Cabin, right? So it's like
Your town's what?
Big Cabin,
What was your fucking mascot?
the Eagles. Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
So we kick off the ball. Of course, he catches it. Reggie White was his name.
Of course.
And
That was weird. Sorry. Go ahead.
and he's running it back, and I'm small and slow and covered in huge pads, so I'm behind the whole group as they're running, and I'm like,
Nice.
He goes through everyone. It's me and him. Like the touchdown behind me, he's in front of me. He's coming full blast, and I'm like, in my head, I get like, kind of like this false sense of where it's like, I'm gonna do this. Like I'm gonna be a hero. I'm gonna take him down. I'm fucking doing this. And then I remember waking up on the sideline. Totally knocked me unconscious.
That's awesome.
And people are like, hey, come on. And I'm like, oh, what happened? And I'm like, no, they
won.
totally got a touchdown, and you've been out for a while. Like,
Dude, that's awesome. I have a sports story. If you don't mind, if you guys don't mind me sharing.
oh, yeah.
So, and you have to tell me after this, Monique.
Oh, a sports story?
Yeah.
Oh.
So, when I was in high school football, I had a crush on this girl named Carrie Bretzloff. And she was like
Sounds
hot,
sexy.
dude. Right? Weird last
and
name,
Carrie.
but she was beautiful. What?
Kelsey and Carrie.
Kelsey and Carrie. And like, I had a crush on her since like 6th grade. She sat across from me in class, and I was like creepy. I would just stare at her and be like, oh my God.
Oh, wow.
It was creepy, seriously creepy. And finally, like, it's my sophomore year of high school. I finally get up the nerve to ask her out, but I don't ask her out. I ask her over to make cookies, which was like,
Sly.
I'm like, Carrie, do you want to come over and make cookies? And her best friend was there, Heidi. And they were both like hot, super fucking hot. And I was like, do you guys both want to come over? And they're like, oh, we'll get back
Wow.
to you.
He's shooting for the moon.
I was so nervous. Okay. Like I've never been more nervous. And I was like scrawny. I wasn't popular, but it wasn't uncool. I was kind of floating in the middle. And
No man's land.
I was seriously in no man's land. Like the fucking football guys would like beat me up, but it was always like bonding. I think like guys bond by like beating each other up and like kind of being dicks.
So great.
It's great. It is great. I'm not gonna lie. And so anyway, the whole fucking point of the story is I asked Carrie and Heidi if they want to come over to make cookies.
You went for both of them?
Well, Heidi was standing next to Carrie,
Why
so I
not?
couldn't be like, "Hey, Carrie, do you want to come aside for a second?"
Like, screw it. Fuck the cookies. We'll make a cake, baby. Let's do
have
this.
chosen a more opportune moment when her best friend.
You don't understand. My nerves were so raw at
You
this
just
point.
decided that was the day? Like you had your cookie dough already made?
I didn't even have it made. I didn't even have
Why
cookies.
was
I
that
just
the
came up with
day?
it on the
Why
spot
was that the day?
because I'd gone 4 years, and that was the day.
That was the day.
I think it was close to Valentine's Day, and I was like, "Do you want to come make heart?" I think I even said make heart cookies.
Wow.
Dude, legit. Fucking legit. And so Carrie goes, I'll get back to you. And so like an hour later, I walk up to her. I'm like, so, and she's like, I can't. And I was like, okay, cool, no worries. And I was like, heart crestfallen, right? But for some reason, I got really pissed. Like not mad at her, just like mad that it hadn't worked out. And I'd had this crush on her for like 5 years or whatever. So I'm like a shitty football player. I'm like 150 pounds, like skinny as fuck, probably like Chris. I had this humongous head, so I had the biggest helmet the school had ever
I hate
used.
that look.
They had to pull it out of the closet, especially for me, and like put it on my head because I was getting migraines with the smaller helmets. And I go out to practice, and I'm like so angry. I'm like a machine. Like my coach is like, Kelsey, what the fuck? And he's like, anyone want to do a sloppy kick? And I'm like, I'm gonna fucking do it. And so like I do this kick. I kick it like 60 yards, and like my coach, Mr. Bacher's like, what the fuck what is wrong with you? And I'm just like tackling people and going like full destroyer mode. But it like that once that anger was channeled, it was gone forever. Like I went back the next day and my coach was like highly expecting things of me. It was just like the worst.
He's like, Kelsey's going to lead the workout today. Go for it.
No, but I was horrible. So anyway, the whole point of that story is I channeled youth love frustration into dynamic football playing my sophomore year of high school, 1995, in Byron, Michigan, the Byron Eagles.
Oh, another eagle.
Impressive.
All right, Monique,
So
your
wait,
turn.
but what happened? Did you ever see her again?
She died the next day.
She died?
Yeah,
At his hands.
at my hands.
Poison.
Totally.
In
In the
heart
cookies.
that you
Yep.
gave her
Yep.
For Valentine's Day.
For Valentine's Day.
I knew this was all going to come together.
I called it Valen Slime's Day as I watched the slime pour out of her mouth when she died,
Oh, yeah.
which I collected and I keep in a jar. No, but she's married. She got married to her high school sweetheart, and they have like 7 kids, and she's
So, like,
fat.
So she's been punished in her own way.
No,
What's
But
so mean.
it's not mean to say what she is. She's overweight,
It's nice. That's
but she's still beautiful. Like I would stalk her every now and then on Facebook and be like, oh, Carrie. But not like, I don't like, Carrie Bretzloff. But I'm just like, I look through old high school friends. I'm like, oh yeah, Carrie, cool.
yeah.
Anyway,
While you're wearing like football
Love
pads.
that.
and stuff.
love dice. Totally. That should be on a t-shirt. While I'm wearing my football gear. Totally.
All right.
I have to tell a sports story.
Do you have a juicy one? Do you have anything?
I mean, I tried all of my life to play sports, but I was pretty phenomenally terrible at them.
Really?
Yeah, when I was in
Oh wait, hold up.
middle school, or not middle school, junior high, I really tried to play volleyball, but I could never serve the volleyball over the net, so that was always a big
That's
problem.
a big.
And also there was this sort of loose guidance to wear like these red shirts. But I don't know, for some reason I translated that into the ability to wear a red cape.
Nice.
So I had this red
Nice.
cape that I would wear, and it always got in the way when I was trying to like serve the volleyball over the net, right? Because there was all of this extra fabric. Plus, I mean, it was utterly ridiculous, right? Because I was wearing like my volleyball shorts and this like giant red cape and like parading around the volleyball court. So that was sort of where my first experience with sports was, and that didn't really, take me into any sort of notoriety in the sports hall of fame at my school. And then as I got to be an adult, I was like, oh, whatever. Like, I just had like hang-ups about sports. Like, I was just bad at them because like I was weird.
Sure.
So I was like, oh, I'm going to take tennis. I'm like 25. No big deal. This is great. I really sucked at that. Also, I took the classes and I had to stop taking them because one day I went onto the tennis court and I was like, finally I was wearing like normal clothes, but I had like some sunglasses on and a hat and
Like a baseball cap.
like a baseball cap, and like my hair was back. And then my teacher shouted out while I was in the middle of practicing something, just don't do what that little dude is doing. I was so insulted that I could not go back.
Was she
and I
calling
was
you the
so-
little dude?
Yeah, I was the
What the
the
fuck,
little
dude?
dude. Well, because she couldn't like, I guess she couldn't like see my face because of the hat and the glasses, and I felt
That's
like really
deflating.
then insecure about my body.
That's deflating. That's
It
totally
was,
deflating.
yeah. Like, plus I sucked at it, so
I'm
I
sorry
just
about
had to
that.
stop. I know.
The three of us should start some sports team together.
Yeah, I mean, I should be in charge of designing the uniforms for sure. I
Yeah.
think that my past experience shows that.
Totally. Do you have past the cape thing?
Yeah.
Totally.
Can capes be a part of it?
Of
Yeah.
course.
Okay.
Yeah.
Monique, get up off the bench. Watch with that cape. Don't get it caught on the bench.
It was tough. It was hard a couple of years. But, you know, you would have thought I would have realized it was tough and taken it off, but I was like, no, this is my fucking cape.
That's baller. That's pretty awesome that you kept doing it.
Yeah.
I had a
Thanks.
You're welcome.
There were so many guys that were like running after me being like, that is the coolest girl ever. I'm going to make her Valentine's Day heart cookies.
Oh, nice.
No, they weren't.
They weren't.
No, that didn't happen.
High school is hard, and even in my 20s, it was hard.
Yeah.
I have a quick body shaming story. Also Monique, if at any time you want to start a scene with anyone, you can just start a fucking scene. I know it's a little weird because you might be nervous being at your first time, but
I'm
it's
not nervous.
you should be nervous. You should be
I'm not
fucking nervous.
Do you think I'm nervous? I'm never nervous. We do improv. We're not nervous.
All right, fair enough.
Sorry,
Bullshit.
I should be nervous because this is being downloaded
It is by 90
by
people.
millions of little darlings.
So after this episode, I'm getting my Audible endorsement.
Putting you over the edge.
I
Smut is very popular on Amazon.
Smut is?
Yeah.
What's Smut? Is that fake murder videos? Oh no, Smut's just like dirty porn.
Yeah.
What is fake murder videos? What's that movie? 9mm, 8 Mile. What's it called? Where it was called like
What? 9mm, 8 mile. You just throwing out numbers.
Nicolas Cage. Nicolas Cage is in it, and he sees a video. Snuff film. Snuff film is a movie that's like a fake murder that people get off on. It looks realistic, like Faces of Death.
Like
is a
they
snuff
literally
film.
get off on it?
They
What?
jerk off
Stop.
and fuck to
Oh my
it.
God, stop.
To murder
No,
porn.
that's not real.
Look it up. Joaquin Phoenix was in it too.
What?
Ugh.
That's a verifier.
Well,
But my body shaming story,
okay,
really
yeah,
quick.
Yeah. Okay, I want to hear about this.
I got really depressed in my 20s for a while, and I gained a ton of weight because I was just drinking like Red Hook like all day and drinking like shit, right? And I go to
eating
work.
cupcakes.
Oh my god.
Heart-shaped
Heart-shaped
cookies that you made for
cupcakes,
yourself. He had graduated to cupcakes by that time because his baking skills.
Needed them to
and
be
things.
thicker.
Yeah.
I made a little cookie cutter out of my own bones that spelled Carrie, so I'm missing like 7 of my ribs. I soaked them in water like wood till I
Well,
could
what
bend
else
them.
would you be doing with your ribs?
I don't know. Right?
You need to leave them there? Like, what are they doing?
They're blocking me
They're
from
doing
doing
fucking
something very
nothing.
interesting.
Restrictive to your lungs. That's all they are.
They are holding my lungs in place.
Let your lungs be free and do what they want.
Anyway, I was dating a girl named Sarah who was beautiful, but she had a really ugly smile. God, I'm being such a dick. I'm just being honest about my
You
life.
are alienating all of your best listeners, I'm sure.
I know. And she's married now. Her name's like Sarah like Dinkelman or something, so it's totally paid off.
Paid off.
But
Yeah.
I'm at work
that's
one
what
day.
she deserves for having an ugly smile.
Totally.
Right? Yeah.
And she calls me and she's like, Kelsey, I got to tell you something. And I'm like, what? And she's like, I'm not attracted to you anymore.
Oh my God.
like
Because
so-
you were too fat?
Because I had gained like so much weight.
Oh,
so I
snap.
get a bottle of Bacardi, like 151. I go home into my closet, which is where my computer was set up because she didn't want the computer in the living room. And I'm watching like this Dave Chappelle.
Were you living together?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm watching this like Dave Chappelle
Wait, I
before he
feel
had the
like on a
Chappelle
phone
show.
call, this is totally ridiculous.
It was ridiculous.
On a phone call?
Yeah.
I mean, she should have at least said you're fat and miserable to your face.
To my face.
Yeah,
that's what
like,
that's
look
what
at
someone
you.
would. Thank you. And so I went home and got really drunk. I drank a whole bottle of Bacardi and was sick for like 4 days.
Did it feel good though? It's probably like really cathartic.
No,
No, it just felt like shit.
I felt I
Did
was
she?
sick for like
she
4
left,
days.
and you.
We broke up and we got back together a couple years later because I'd lost all the weight and I was dressing really fly.
Stop.
We
Stop.
yeah.
See, like,
But then
call
I
me
called
when
her.
you get skinny.
No, but check this
You're
out.
like, hey, guess what? I just dropped 200 pounds.
He's like, come on over.
Let's go get some Slim Fast together.
Pretty much.
Okay.
But we totally we started dating again. But we started dating because we like had sex the first night we met up with each other again.
Because
I
she was
like,
so attracted to you.
no, I'm not even trying to be stupid. She was. It was like great. This chemistry was like Shazam. It was back. But
Do
then
you
we
think
realized
that chemistry
that
decreases with like fat accumulation? Whatever. No,
Maybe.
chemistry is internal. What?
like right, ready? Scene, go. Professor. I found out something I need to tell you.
I put on 400 pounds. How could she not find me attractive?
Professor, I've delineated your fat in my fat delineation machine. I'm not sure if that's the right term, but I found that your attractiveness levels have plummeted.
How is it possible? But I'm so wealthy now. I've stopped having an apartment. And I just rent out a booth at the Baskin Robbins.
You rent out a booth at the Baskin Robbins?
Do you live
Yeah,
there?
it gets a little awkward, but
Is
she
this
doesn't seem to mind.
Who is this?
Sorry. That was
What's your name, miss?
Margaret.
Oh, Margaret, welcome. Welcome to the research facility. My name is Dr. Synergy. Dr. Synergy. Welcome.
That's why I came with you.
Well, we've noticed that we're missing several tubs of Baskin Robbins ice cream from our Baskin Robbins booth.
She's the
I
Baskin
work
Robbins
there.
police.
No, I am not.
Are you
I'm
really? Are you the Baskin Robbins police?
Robbins server?
So you
I
serve
work
ice cream
there.
to people?
I make ice cream and serve it.
How
Then
old
why
are
do you drive a black and white car that has lights on top?
I'm 16. Because
Can I ask you a question?
yes,
I'm a scientist,
yeah.
but I'm also really good at spotting undercover people.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I'm wondering, you do look like you could be 16, but you also look a little bit older,
I'm definitely.
and you look really
16.
tough. Did you go to Quantico? Do you know where that is?
I've heard of it before. I've definitely heard of it before, but no, I'm just muscular because I lift, those tubs of ice cream
Tubs of ice cream.
all day, and also I churn it myself.
You churn it?
Hmm.
It's
Wow.
hot when she churns it.
Yeah, well,
Gary.
But I don't
I
think
wear
about
my
young
wife
girls
beaters.
like that.
You wear your wife beaters?
Yeah.
Don't you have like a uniform you're supposed to wear at Baskin Robbins?
Well, I just churn it in the back, and then I bring it out to the front.
So you're in the back in your wife beater, you're churning the ice cream, and then right before you carry it back out, you put on your actual uniform?
That's right. It gets hot back there churning. Are you kidding?
Churn heat.
I'm not kidding. That makes total sense. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Do you say something when you're doing it, like a jingle, when you're stirring it? What's so funny? Like, that's
I
a
do
normal
not
question.
have a jingle.
Okay.
What do you think, that I'm like an immature 16-year-old? I don't make
No.
up jingles.
I've heard her before. She goes, "Milk and the eggs make the world go round. Milk and the eggs make the world go round." And it makes me
Totally.
really hot, and I start to sweat in all my creases.
Dude, that's gross.
And then he has to eat the ice cream. See, I told you. This
I
is
need to
even
cool
more
my core
evidence
temperature
that he's
down
been
when she
stealing
gets
it.
churning.
Oh my.
All right, let's break this down to bare basics here for a second. You're here because you're fat, and your fat content is limiting your attractiveness to people.
That's what I hear.
Margaret, you're here because you work at Baskin Robbins, and you're accusing, what was your name? Gary?
Billy.
Billy?
Or Gary's fine.
Wait, if your name's Billy, I'm not going to call you Gary. I'm going to call you Billy.
I just agree with people
You have
now.
self-esteem
I just,
issues.
You really have
Yes.
self-esteem. What is your name,
Do you
sir?
think
I will call
Gary's
you.
more attractive? It's Gary from now on.
Gary sounds more adult than Billy.
Yes.
Do you agree, Margaret?
I don't know. I really don't have a good sense for what adult is.
You can call me Gare, hun.
Gare? All right.
No, it's Gerhun.
It's Gare, hun.
No, I just told her she can call me Gare. You can call me Gary.
Gare, this might sound...
Hey.
Gare, this might sound a little insensitive, but just because I'm a white person. Now, that's a horrible way to start a sentence, and I'm throwing that out there. But you are Asian, correct?
People like to think that, but I'm actually Native American.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I was going to make a Gare the Hun joke.
How
But
dare you?
obviously, I can't do that.
My cousin's Mongolian. He owns a grill in strip malls.
I love
cool.
Mongolian barbecue.
Me too. I love it.
Everyone loves him. I hate
I
him.
wish I worked there instead of at the Baskin Robbins.
Damn it.
Why do you have a badge on that says CIA right now?
It's because I'm, playing in a play. I'm also in a play.
What's the play called?
The CIA is for winners.
CIA is for... That's that Tony Award winning play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Several, like most Tony Awards ever won by a play with that title.
So like 7, I think is the number.
Yeah.
How many flavors does Baskin Robbins have?
32.
36.
Oh my God.
Wouldn't it be funny if CIA... What is your name of your play again? I'm so sorry.
CIA's for winners.
CIA is for winners. What if it had 37 Tonys? That's stupid.
Or what
Yeah,
if it's called
for all of
CIA was
the-
for 32 winners?
All of the ice cream flavors that they eat at the CIA.
Mm-hmm.
Should be more like donuts,
Mm-hmm.
right? Or maybe that's another level after you reach a cop donut situation. CIA goes straight to ice cream.
Ice cream is great.
Maybe.
They love cookies and cream. No, I love cookies and cream.
Mm-hmm.
I love it all.
So how do I extract my ice cream? That's why I came to you.
It is why you came.
I know that you may not be able to give me the ice cream in its original tubs, but since you're a scientist, I was wondering if you could come up with some sort of solution for how to extract it directly from his body.
It's funny that you mentioned that, Margaret, because I have spent 4 years on the compound I live in. I'm Mormon. I have 6 wives.
Oh, that's so sweet.
And they're all scientists too. So
Oh
this
my God,
empowered.
you're
There's
gonna
no
have
there's
such
no
smart
wage
children.
gap. Thank you. I pay them all the same,
Oh, that's
which
sweet.
is
Your
just
children?
my wife being my wives. But yeah, we're all scientists together. We've been working on something just like that because, well, a lot of
Thank
times
goodness,
what happens.
because I need to exact my revenge.
Hey, I'll extract your revenge. If you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Gare Hun, can you step up to this machine for me?
Let me finish this milkshake off. Oh God.
Give me that milkshake.
Give me the fucking milkshake, Gare.
Oh,
No, that's my milkshake.
oh.
Hold on,
Her milkshake
get in the middle
brings
of my
all the
milkshake.
boys to the Baskin Robbins.
Oh my God, that's the worst joke I've ever heard. Listen, Gare, I need you to get strapped in this machine here. I got to stick a needle in you.
You don't gotta strap me in. Just do it.
All right,
Can
here
we
you
hurry
go.
this up? I need to get back to the basket.
Here you
That
go.
needle looks more like a PVC pipe.
Gross.
Start doing jumping jacks.
Uh,
Oh God, Gary fell. Gary, Gary,
I think I snapped my femur.
Gary, you're having a heart attack, right?
I can't feel my
look so
left
good.
arm.
I think we should take it out.
Gary, why are you taking your clothes off?
Oh, it's hot.
Gary,
So
stop.
hot.
Gary,
Churn the fucking butter or whatever it is for me.
Gary.
Come on, CIA girl. I gotta see that. I gotta see that wife beater one last time.
Put it on, Margaret. It might be the only thing that saves him.
Okay, fine.
Gary, are you okay?
Oh,
Margaret,
God,
Gary
he's dead.
died.
Well, that's fine.
I'm gonna take a different posture and get more relaxed and drink a little
that's me.
bit of my kombucha here.
There we go.
I don't like regular flavored kombucha, but I do like the chia kombucha.
Yeah, well, it binds to all the crap in your body and then flushes it out.
Jesus.
Does it?
Yeah, man. That's why you drink it.
Oh.
Why'd you think he was drinking all these little beads?
You're all about things flushing out of bodies. I'm noticing that.
No, one was about extracting. This is flushing.
Have you ever had a
Those are
body
very
cleanse?
different. I would love to have I don't know if like a colon cleanse.
I think so. There's this chemical you can take. I was really into it at one point, not ever doing it, but I
Like,
researched it online
Your insides.
because I hear that like when Elvis died, he had like 40 pounds of impacted clay on his intestines of just like shit.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
Not
yeah.
shit, but just like stuff like
That couldn't
couldn't
get
come out.
flushed or whatever.
And so there's this like cocktail of like medicines you can drink, which has like 50 positive reviews and 50 negative reviews. It's like it's either good or bad, but like you like will shit for like 20 minutes and it's just like one
Was
long
it the
turd. and
honey,
you just-
cayenne, and
No, that's just a diet thing. This is like this insane mix of compounds where it literally like strips your colon of anything.
Yeah.
I don't think I want to do it. It looked really scary because
Or
it was
maybe
like
it's just the compound itself.
just coming out.
Mhm.
True, it could be.
it turns into something on the inside. And like, look at what's coming out of me. This is a miracle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's true.
It
That's
sounds
ingenious.
Too good to be true.
That's why I walked away. It was like $75. I'm like, it's not worth throwing down for this because I don't know
Well,
what
it's
it
better
is.
than like hooking yourself up to a tube and like getting it flushed out.
Seriously.
People do that. The Kardashians do that on the regular.
Do they?
Yeah, man.
Didn't Simon?
I mean,
Excuse me.
if you don't have time to go on a diet, the easiest thing to do is just like hook yourself up, flush it out.
I would pay for lipo if I had the money,
No.
What?
dude,
'Cause
for
then
my
you gotta
stomach.
tone all
Because
that up.
no, dude, because like I will work out and get in really good shape, but I still have like a belly, and it's like belly fat's the hardest thing to get rid of. So I would totally get my fat sucked out of my stomach.
They probably got some
People
laser
love belly
stuff.
fat. What are you talking
Who
about?
loves belly fat?
Everyone loves belly fat. Who doesn't love belly fat?
I don't
don't
like
love
it.
it.
No.
Oh my god, what a snob.
Then you don't have an arrow shaved into your tummy hair. That's what puts it over the edge.
Well, you should just get a
Just
tattoo
pointing down?
of abs.
Yeah,
She's gonna get a tattoo of abs.
totally.
I should.
Yeah.
Or of Arnold Schwarzenegger in his day.
Yeah.
Just over
Like,
my body.
with the Mr. Universe pose.
Yeah, why not?
That's a good idea.
That's
Just
like such a
strap
better fix than fucking lipo.
That's true.
Or working out, heaven forbid. Who wants to do that?
Working out sucks, but I enjoy it. But it sucks. I'm so sore. Can I tell you guys a working out story?
Go right ahead.
So I go to this gym in the morning, and there's this guy. So it's normally like probably 8 50-year-old women and 3 20-something-year-old dudes, and I'm like 37. And so it's like just like a nice spread of people. But whenever we have to like share a machine to do like back squats, they say like, okay, split up into people.
What's a
like,
back squat?
So it's when you like squat down with the barbell on your back, but it's weighted, and so you do squats with that.
Oh.
And you want to do like really, really heavy weights. And so there's this guy in the class, and the teacher's like, all right, split up into pairs of people your same height. But the guys obviously they do a lot more weight than the girls, so it's easier to not have to switch the weight off every time if you can get to some work out with someone of your same kind of like strength level. And he's like a short guy, he's like 5 foot, comes up to me and he's like, do you want to partner with me? I'm like, sure, dude. And so like he's putting on weights. I'm like, yeah, we're good. And he keeps putting on more and more weight, and this guy is like squatting this insane amount of weight, and I'm like trying to like catch up. Totally, like I'm getting there, but I have to bend down really far to get under the bar. And he's like, push your knees out, bro. And it was just like, it taught me a good lesson. It's like, just because someone is like short doesn't mean they're not strong.
That's fair.
Mm-hmm. I feel like I'm coming through as an asshole in this podcast. Very judgmental.
You don't like short people. You don't like fat people.
You don't like people with shitty smiles.
You don't like bellies.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
I should put that on my
put that as a list.
Okay, Cupid profile.
And any girl you know, you're like, let's just get this out of the way.
Yeah. What's the worst date you guys have been on?
Oh, I have a great one. You guys are gonna love this because you love talking about poo.
We do.
Oh, in that case, I got a poo one too. I wasn't gonna go there, but you took it there.
Okay. It's not very long. I went on a first date. I used to live in New York City, where things were like measurably more interesting. That's not fair. This is very interesting. And I went on a first date, and we were halfway through our meal, and he said, "Can I shit on you?"
Are you serious?
I said, "Can we order dessert first?"
Is this a true story?
True story. I only went out on one more date with him because I had to, like,
and still went on a date with him, though.
I had to like.
Was he joking, or did he really want to shit on you? Would you have let him if you loved him? What if you fell in love with him and he was an architect and he was good with dogs?
Architect. That's
Being
and
good with
his mom
dogs
had
is
cancer.
Very important.
Ooh.
I think I've dated like almost every single one of those types of people. Why? Yeah. No. I can't comment.
Okay.
What if he ate really healthy?
No, I was gonna say, Monique, when I post this on Facebook, there's certain people I untag from seeing it. So like my mother, my Aunt Bev, my aunt, what the fuck's her name, Beth,
Clarice,
and then a couple other people that I know like would be like terrified of listening to it, but so
Yeah. So I should just not send it to my mom.
yeah, just go with it.
Or do. You're an adult.
Yeah, that's
She
right.
can handle
She's
that.
in her fucking Uber. She's got it.
Yeah, right?
She's fine.
He's like,
For
oh,
independent
someone
people.
wanted to poop on my daughter. That's great.
Yeah. No. Yeah. It's no big deal. I mean, no. I think he was joking, but not.
That's really ballsy, though. That's really funny.
Where he's like, I want to see how she reacts.
Yeah.
So
He
I
wanted
can
to
try to
like
slide
see
it in.
because I was like, huh. No, like after dessert, and he was like, no, yeah.
That's
He's
fantastic.
like, we'll have the death by chocolate cake. Thank you.
What about you,
Cider
Chris?
chocolate.
What's your poop date story?
All right,
That's gonna
so
be so much worse.
it's
This
bad.
actually involves shit. Did you?
No, it
Okay.
doesn't. But this makes me sound kind of like a slime ball. I was a slime ball back in the day. I'll just live up to that. So me and my friends were at the strip club in Oklahoma, which is very different than a strip club
Little
in
Darlings?
Seattle. It was called Club Paradise.
LOL.
Yeah. And so I had wanted to date this stripper there. And we had flirted and talked and stuff and blah blah. And I was like, hey, what are you doing when you get off work? We should hang out. And she's like, all right, yeah, pick me up at like 2:30 or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, awesome. So I pick her up. And the only place that was open in Oklahoma at that time is IHOP. So I'm like, hey, you want to go to IHOP and get some food? She's
You
like,
took
oh,
a
yeah.
stripper to IHOP.
Hey, this is classy. All right.
That's classy back there.
Guys out there, take notes.
No one doesn't like. Everyone likes. Even Anthony Bourdain likes IHOP,
Yeah.
or that's Waffle House.
Yeah. Similar.
Similar.
IHOP was a little classier than Waffle House.
Yeah,
I'd
a little
say.
classier.
Less truckers.
Okay.
Just as much white trash, less truckers though. So probably less meth going on there. Anywho, so me and the girl are there. I don't know what her name is. Let's just call her Bubbles. For the story. And
Perfect.
so we eat, and I eat a huge meal because I'm kind of been waiting, and I smoked a lot of weed back then and drank a lot, obviously. So I'm hungry, right? So we chow down. I'm like, hey, you want to go back to my place? Oh yeah, let's go. Yes. Go back to my place, and I'm like, hey, do you want to smoke a blunt? Because I'm like, I gotta relax myself a little because she was extremely hot, right? Probably, and I'll put this out, the hottest girl I would have ever been with, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, oh my god, this is awesome.
How old were you?
This is it.
21.
12.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was in Mexico. Yeah, because you know what's fucked up? The legal age of consent in Mexico is 12 years old.
Dear God.
It's fucking nuts, dude.
So we smoke a blunt. I'm feeling fantastic.
Monique's never coming back. Okay, good. The look on her face right now, listeners, is like it's like looking for
I
exits.
thought you loved giraffes. That's why.
That's my nickname for weed.
Yo, you got any I love giraffes?
Yeah, you want to burn a giraffe down tonight? Yeah.
All right, continue. Sorry.
So, anyway, nice and high. I'm feeling good. We start messing around. Clothes are starting to come off. I'm very excited.
Do you have an erection?
That's a given.
Okay.
So, we're getting into bed. Things are about to happen. And I'm like, I feel that churn. Like, you got to go to the bathroom bad, right? Like, there's no waiting. It's not like I'm going to take care of business and do it. I'm like, oh my God, this is emergency. Code brown. So I'm like, oh, you know what? I got to freshen up real quick. And I run in the bathroom, which is connected to the bedroom. Like, it's not a big place, 1 bedroom little apartment. But I had music playing and stuff. I'm classy. So I go in the bathroom and Hiroshima my toilet. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is... It's a bad time, right?
Wow.
But I can't flush. Like, I'm about to go out. I'm, like, pretty much naked. We were pretty much naked. I'm like, if she hears me flush a monster turd, it's over. You know?
Yeah,
what
but
I
how
mean?
would she know you weren't peeing?
Flushing is totally fine.
I don't know. I just, at that
Maybe
moment,
you were,
and
like,
I was high, so of
flushing
course.
a cloth down the toilet.
A cloth? You just like grabbed the tapestry. You're like, give me a second.
I'm sick of this.
Give me a second, Bubbles. Hold on. It's my thing.
This
I love
old
to flush
Persian tapestry's been bugging me for years.
Yeah, I love flushing tapestries. It's my thing.
So I come back out. I'm ready to do my thing. And she's like, we start about to get back in. She's like, oh yeah, hold on, let me. And so she has to go. She runs into the bathroom before and I'm like frozen in fear. I'm like, oh no.
Don't do that. Just take a shit out the window, please.
She goes in there.
And dies.
And I hear the toilet flush.
Wait, you didn't flush the
I
toilet?
didn't flush the toilet.
Oh,
Did you put the top
my
down?
God.
Yeah, I put the top down. But she's in there,
Normally, if the top's down, it's a sign to flush before you even look inside. That's a rule
Oh,
I
I
have
never
upstairs
knew
with my
that.
girlfriend. Okay.
But so toilet flushes, and I'm like horrified. And Mr. Winky goes, because he knows it's all over. She comes back out, but I'm like, hey, I'm still gonna see what I can do. So I'm like,
try.
hey, and she's like, oh, like starts putting on her clothes. I forgot I gotta go do something. And it's like 4 in the fucking morning. You don't have to go do anything. You know what I mean? Like, you're not busy right now. I gotta go.
Well, she is a stripper, so
That's true.
She gotta go back to work.
That's like noon
Yeah, but
for her.
nothing really turns you off more than the smell of poo.
So yeah, so she leaves,
For
right?
some people.
Not the guy you're dating
Yeah.
or went on a date
Yeah.
with.
But then 4 years after that, or 3 years after that, or something, I had moved away. I'd moved back. I went to that strip club. I was like killing time, waiting for a friend who lives right nearby there. And I'm like, holy crap, Club Paradise. I'm just going to go drink a beer and kill some time in there. I go in there, and I don't remember what her name is, but I'm sitting there, and they're like, welcome to the stage, Bubble. I'm like, no, fuck no, that's not her. She gets up there, looked better than she ever looked. And I was like, what the hell? This is like a career stripper? Oh, shit. She comes up there, she's dancing. She sees me, recognizes me right away, and is like, oh my God, like all pumped. Comes down after she's done dancing. She's like, oh my God, blah, blah, blah. Like, just super into me. And I was like, this is weird. Like, you don't remember the poop situation or what? And I was like, you know what's so crazy? I'm like, I always thought you were grossed out that one night about the whole toilet thing. And she's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, we were messing around. We were almost going to do it. And you saw what I did in the toilet and flushed it. She's like, I don't know what you're talking about. She's like, I never smoked that much weed. She's like, I smoked that blunt with you and I was totally high out of my mind. She's like, I didn't know what to do. I went in the bathroom to like splash water on my face and stuff. And I was just too high and I had to go home. And I'm like, so you never saw the turd? Nothing. She's like, no, I have no idea what you're talking about. That's weird. And I'm like, So I totally blew it. Like, I
Just
never talked to
kidding.
her after. I didn't try to talk to her after that because I'm like, I'm not going to call her after she saw, cock blocked by a turd that didn't even get
man.
seen.
That's such a sad story. You could have been, a happy family by now with 7 children.
Jesus.
Hey, Chris, thanks for coming to my apartment. I know it was a late night tonight, and I just I'm glad you took the time, to come see me.
Yeah, baby. Anything for you. You're looking so fine tonight.
You just know just how to talk to me, Chris. Oh my God. Hey,
I'll let you have extra waffles at the IHOP anytime you want. Cherries
I
on
love
the
that
top,
you work there.
strawberries.
I love that you work there. I like a man who works somewhere.
I'll be a manager soon. Don't you worry.
How much more money will you make?
As much as you need.
I need $50,000 a year.
I can't do that.
Baby, I can't. Baby, I can't strip forever.
Maybe I can start selling drugs.
No, because you went to prison last time you did that, babe. I'm gonna have 6 kids soon, and I really need you to
That
be here.
fertilization powder we bought worked really well.
It did. That fertilization powder is amazing.
God damn it.
Where'd you buy that again?
The fertilization store.
Online?
No, it's at a botany place.
That's cool. So you put a plant fertilizer
Yeah.
on your D? Or you drink
Yeah,
it?
and while
No,
you were
on the
sleeping.
waffles.
Yeah.
Who's
And then
this?
fed them to you.
Who is this with you, babe? Who is
She,
this?
Just got
Who
off her
is this?
She just got off her shift, and I gave her a ride because her car was messed up. And
What is her name?
Delilah.
Delilah, you got any plans for my man?
Um,
You got any sights set on him? You got an eagle eye on him? That's what I call a target where I'm from. I'm from the Midwest. You got an eagle eye on my man?
God, when you go into that accent,
I'm
it drives me
just
wild.
I'm Native
trying
American.
to explain how fertilizer works in the Waffle House.
Do you work with her at the Waffle House, baby?
a regular.
Yeah, I do.
So wait a minute
And I
here.
work there.
Wait a minute here. Let me get this straight. My baby and I were about to have sex in my apartment. You understand? When I get really mad, I switch into my southern accent. Wait a minute. I don't even know your
Wanted to
name
stop
yet.
by and make sure you were well informed before you had sex one more time. That the reason that you're expecting so
explain
many
to me.
children
Inform
is
me.
because of this fertilizer that's been placed on your waffles and then ingested.
And by waffles, baby, she means your vagina.
Wait a minute. How have you been putting waffle fertilizer on my vagina?
I
He has
buy
an
your
applicator.
underwear from her.
Baby,
She's an
that's
underwear
sweet.
salesman.
What's
Door
your
to door
name, lady?
underwear.
That's
It's
only my
Delilah.
part-time job.
Delilah, I got a question for you.
Yes.
You got your eagle eyes on my man? It's not funny.
I don't know why you'd say that.
Well, you was an attractive young woman.
And she has an eagle costume on.
An eagle costume on. It also looks like the Baywatch costume.
It's
I'm
a
just
busty
wearing this
eagle.
because I was in a parade earlier today.
For what? I know this time of year there ain't no parades.
The
This is
Eagles-
winter in South Dakota.
The Eagles football team
Oh, the Eagles football team.
from the local high school.
How come you have a box of condoms in your pocket?
Why wouldn't I have a box of condoms in my pocket?
Oh, touche. Delilah, touche. Well, look. As
Safe
long as
sex, everyone.
safe sex everyone. You know what? Delilah's kind of sweet. She carries around good messages.
I wonder if she let us shit on her.
Only
Baby.
if you were really nice.
This is fucked up. Baby, you show up with a random stranger dressed in an eagle outfit who says she was in a parade. She's got condoms in her pocket and she wants to rub fertilizer on my underwear. Doesn't make any
Just on
sense.
your
Is this?
waffles.
Are you sure this isn't some elaborate way to have an affair with me, on me?
Well, we've been meaning to tell you something
Oh,
for a long time.
tell me. I want to hear it from my man's mouth, not from yours, you lying mouth. You lying hoe. Lying whore mouth. Eagle whore.
Eagle.
That hurts me. That hurts me deep, honey.
I'm a woman. I can call another woman a whore. Go
When
ahead.
you get on your accent, that makes me get my accent out too.
Me too, baby.
We're bonded
I
inside.
love it. Remember when we practiced these accents over moonshine?
I want to flip your waffle with my skin spatula.
Ew,
You like that?
yeah. Wait a minute. Why
I
we
think
fight?
maybe I should leave.
No, you's here for a reason, Delilah, and I know that reason fair and well.
Mhm. Lock the door, baby doll.
No, I think I
It's an
yeah.
eagle-proof lock.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
Delilah,
I
what's
didn't
your
have it.
ancestry? Where you from?
Montana.
What's your bloodline?
Pure bloody eagle.
Are you one of the Eagle tribe?
Yes.
We're from the hawk tribe, but a little cross-pollination never hurt nobody.
I'm from the muskrat tribe. My people was the muskrats.
I think
Understand?
eagles and hawks used to swoop down and with their mighty talons and swoop up a muskrat, feed their little baby eagles.
They'd feed him the dick first. They would. I know my history.
That's where I get those unnatural urges from. Oh, this is driving me nuts.
Delilah, you promised me you're not here to fuck my man. Delilah, you don't lie to me.
Don't worry about me. I'm just going to start taking my clothes off.
Listen here, baby. My Native American name is Can Tell Lies.
I have to get back to the parade. I can't go on with this sort of ridiculous band.
Not so quick. Foul woman. No pun intended. You're going to take that mask off.
I will
And
not.
we're going to get...
Absolutely not. That was the terms of the negotiation.
What negotiation are you guys talking about? Please lay this out for me in facts.
Do you have another $50 and we can get her to take the mask off? That's all I need to tell you.
Baby, I'm broke. You my only source of income.
I thought you were a stripper. That's what he told me.
I'm also an
That you made
alcoholic.
$100,000 a year.
I spend it on
That
drugs.
you'd be able to help me pay for this costume that I rented.
Made of true bald eagle feathers.
Yeah.
Which is totally
it's
legal.
It's not cheap to participate in that parade every year. I got to find some way to finance it.
Fair enough. So wait a minute. I'm confused. What is this resolution we've all come to here? Because
I
you're
need
obviously here to fuck my
$50.
man, and I need to have
No,
kids.
I need $50.
For
We're
what-
here
for
to
what
screw
now?
in a pile of money.
I
And
need
whatever
$50
happens
for my
after
eagle
that.
All right, so
costume.
hold on a second. Let me get this straight. You, Delilah, the woman who wants to fuck my man,
I want
needs $50
$50
for an eagle costume. My man, which is what I call you, because I don't even know your real fucking name, you want to fuck me on a pile of money. But
With the eagle shitting on my chest.
all right. You know what?
That
It's
is not what I signed up
No,
for.
you know what? It's Christmas Eve. In the spirit of Jesus, I'm down.
Ditto.
Delilah, you down?
No, I'm leaving. I'm
$50
taking my $50
Delilah.
and I'm leaving.
I haven't given you $50 yet, Delilah.
I'm
It ain't
going to
yours.
steal it out from under you, that giant pile that you're sitting on.
Oh, that's true. It's a bad
Getting
idea
ready
for me to sit on
fornicate
money. All right, well. She was weird.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you hang out with her? Do you love her?
I love eagles. And that costume put me over the edge.
I understand that, baby. You always do love bird outfits.
She always wore the feather earrings, and I could handle that, but she came in with that damn eagle head costume on, and yeah, I was like the Eiffel Tower in my pants with a feather on it and a nest of an eagle on the spear.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Eagles and eggs pouring out the windows of every floor, hundreds of floors, shooting out eagles' eggs, turning the city into an omelet, which just means I had a wet dream.
Baby, I'm really glad I paid for those poetry night classes for you. Holy shit. Oh, my God. All right. That was
Yeah,
beautiful.
Mom, I'm going to tag you. Listen to what I did.
All right. Well, Delilah,
Yes.
you know what time it
She's
is?
gone. It's time for me to go home. Oh, I got a call from my mom.
You should have just answered the call, put it on speaker, and let her listen.
Wait, hold. Oh, she's taking care of pork chop.
Is that your animal?
Yes, it is.
You ready for this?
No, I'm not singing. I promise that was one of the terms.
You don't have to. If you feel it, do it. No pressure.
You'll feel it.
You'll feel it.
Are you guys going to start rapping?
Oh, yeah, dude.
That too. You'll get into it.
That's what that guy said.
No. See, you almost wanted to start right there. Poop on your chest, poop in my bed. I got a laxative not giving me head. I'll go off topic. I'll start again. I like lemonade, and you're my friend. I got a microphone in my face. I saw a bear on the trail. I sprayed him with mace. Oh, it's so succulent. The fruits I pick from the vine. If you want to come with me, we'll have a real good time. Don't look in the toilet. It's full of Hiroshima bombs. You know that's what I do when I hang out with your moms. She rode a Uber here. What's she doing here? I'm not gonna steer you wrong. with these wrong rhymes. I'm gonna keep it just right, just on time. Unplug your mic, unplug your phone. I'm gonna run this rhyme all the way home. Give it to Kelsey. He's got a half shirt, a sleeve shirt, a soccer shirt. I couldn't think of the name. It had something to do with sports, like whenever I got run over in 7th grade.
Yeah. Yo, Chris, just drop the beat. Yeah. Yeah, girl, you can shit on me. Take a big shit right here on my chest. You know I really, really like it. Yeah, it's the best. It's called a baseball jersey that I'm wearing right now. I only put it on when I've just got done riding a cow. That's right, I own a farm back out west. And when I get home, I like to paint my girlfriend's breasts with maps of America and maps of the states. And then I go home and we say, hey, states. Yeah, it's kind of fucking weird. But everyone's got their thing, and they call me queer, which is not nice, and it's actually really mean, because I don't have sex with men, only vagines. But hey, it's the world today. What you gonna do when someone calls you gay? You know you're straight, you like to go on dates with chicks and show them your dicks and go outside and eat fish sticks.
The sticks are so fishy. Is my mic on? Oh, there it is. I'm being bitchy. I say turn the mic up. I say turn the mic down. I say put a red nose on, you fucking clown. Your hair's got a perm like the author. But I'm not the author of a book. Listen to the hook. Throw some meat on the stove so I can cook. I hear it sizzle. I hear it bubble. I love the wuzzles. Is that what they were called? They were old-timey puppets or cartoons. I wanna go bang, zoom to the moon like Alice. It's noon. I want a Nuna. I want a Noah. Better if you wanna let me. I'll go buy a sweater for you. It'll be a ugly Christmas time one. I wish they had ugly Halloween sweaters. That would be fun. I'll dress like a jack-o'-lantern. I'll dress like Frankenstein. I'll dress like a bottle of wine. Who gives a shit? I'll dress like a piece of toast. Just so I can jump on your porch and hear me boast. Say, this is the best costume I've ever damn seen. I'm giving you bags of candy. Now my vagine. I say, holy crap, I wasn't expecting that. Let's go in the back so I can kitty your cat.
Oh, shit. Monique, you gonna rap? I don't think. She's sitting there, shaking her head right now, looking at her phone, playing some game on it. I can't really rhyme right now. My flow's gone. Drinking this kombucha, it's all wrong. And it makes my body feel real good. Monique's advice is that it makes me come shit everywhere. Shit out the stuff that's bad for my body. And then I can be a number one hottie, kombucha. And that shit that makes me poop. Yeah, girl. Snoop, snoop.
Kombucha beads, rosary beads, black-eyed beans, black-eyed peas. Let's make some mashed potatoes. I wanna cover it with gravy. I'm feeling lazy, but your rhymes can't faze me. Oh.
The end.
Shit, bro. That was good.
That was very impressive.
Oh.
You kept going for like a really extended amount of time. I feel like you
Too
went
long.
into a trance there.
Too long.
No,
Should've
not
cut it
too
off.
long. There was
No.
like a trance moment where things just rhymed.
You know how Native Americans go on spirit walks and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
I kind of feel like that's kind of like what that was.
Oh, nice.
So you guys are taking level 200 together?
Mm-hmm.
I
Are
don't
you
know.
taking it?
When are you taking it? I think
Wednesday.
I'm taking them.
Monday. See, I almost
I
took
might take the
Monday,
Monday
and then I
class.
went to Wednesday because everyone in class was saying they're doing Wednesday. Switched to
What's your mom in town for? That's a really
My-
direct question.
My mom.
Why is she here?
Mhm.
Funeral. No, just.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
No.
her own.
How dare you bring up a funeral after we did skits about shitting on each other and wearing eagle outfits?
She comes to visit at least once every 6 weeks.
Where from?
Oh wow.
She misses pork chop. That's basically her thing.
Is she from Chile?
No.
What the?
I was
Why?
just
There are
trying to
lots
guess.
of pork chops there.
No, I don't know. I was just throwing out. I felt that was right.
No, she's from Sacramento.
Oh, cool. I used to live
Oh,
there.
that's not too bad.
You did not.
I
Stop
did.
it.
I lived
Shut
in
up.
Sacramento.
Whatever.
Shut up.
Why'd you live there?
Yeah, I hated
People
it.
don't
I moved
live
down there
there.
with a girlfriend for like a year. We moved to Santa Barbara after that, which sucked
God.
even more.
Oh, I like Santa Barbara.
We're
Yeah,
done.
Santa Barbara. They have a mission there.
Okay,
at
I lived
least.
in Lompoc.
Oh, I lived in Lompoc.
Yeah, we had this talk.
Santa Maria.
I got, dude, Santa Maria seasoning, fucking A, bro. So good on tri-tip. Anyway,
That's the best they got. That's it.
that's so
They
good.
got
though.
seasoning.
Yeah, that's about it in Santa Maria. And they have a mission, I think.
Yeah, the missions are cool.
They're
Sacramento
cool.
does not have a mission, which is why it's a disappointment.
Mm.
Yeah.
Which is why my mom has to visit on a regular basis because she's got to get out of
Every
there.
6 weeks. That's pretty frequent.
Aggressive. I know. I know.
Hmm.
But she's making up for all the lost time. So I lived in New York for 8 years, and she like just didn't get to visit us frequently. So now that I'm nearby, and her grand dog is around, she has to make the most of that time.
Mm-hmm. How old is Pork Chop?
She's a year.
Oh, well, geez.
We got 16 more years with Pork Chop, or maybe 20. 30 with modern tech. 30.
Maybe like if she became like a bionic dog, maybe like 12. 12. Yeah.
Okay.
Sad though.
Yeah. How's work? Is everything good? I'm the worst interviewer.
That is the most horrible question.
Totally. Well, it's not so bad.
How's work for you?
Good.
Yeah.
Real
it's
busy.
Great. Oh, good.
Yeah.
How's work for you?
It's all right. I kind of work with this jerk guy, but it's all right.
But he's attracted to me.
So that makes it better. That always makes work so much better.
It's true.
I got a secret camera hidden in his cubicle.
Oh, that's so sweet. I always think that observation is the best form of flattery. Constant.
That's all.
Secret
really.
observation, yeah.
Surveillance.
Secret observation.
Sexy
voyeurism.
Yeah, sexy surveillance.
SS. The new SS.
God.
The new SS. Totally.
It did need some rebranding.
Yeah.
The S's are curvy this time.
I see.
Yeah, instead of lightning bolts. Cool.
Yeah.
Well, hey, on that note, thank you everyone for. You have to leave, right?
I do.
Okay.
I do. I have to make dinner.
Well, thank you, Monique Smith.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome, and thank you, Chris Kent,
Mm-hmm.
for
pleasure.
coming. Yeah, this has been the Spankatron 5000 show. I forgot to introduce it, I think, at the beginning,
Holy crap.
but
Do
you
you
know,
go back and edit it?
yeah, just a little bit, but I keep pretty much
Oh.
everything in there.
Oh, but you could put like that part at the beginning.
Hey, it's Spankatron 5000 show, broadcasting live from Seattle, Washington.
Whoop, whoop.
Thank you to everyone out there in the world, Muslims, Christians, Indians. That's it. Paramedics. What are the people called that live in the outback of Australia?
Aborigines.
Yeah, those guys too.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you all for listening today to the Spankatron 5000 podcast. My guests are Monique Nicaragua Smith. What's your middle name? Danae Smith and Christopher Remy
Pretty much.
Kent.
Yeah.
Cool.
Thanks.
All right. Sweet.
Adios. Ooh, my ears got sweaty.